Make It Make Sense. Your host, O and Mr. Kelvin. Yeah, on a good Wednesday. Thanks for the support. Likes, shares, downloads, the comments. Keep them rolling in because we're not afraid to answer anything and we ain't afraid to comment back. We appreciate y'all though. From the bottom of our hearts. New, interesting, updating, and it look like we living in the futuristic zone in a way, because we can't say new updates because it's everything new. So it's like futuristic in a way. We seeing it, it's developing, it's stretching. People worrying about this 2 weeks being inside, and it's getting down to the real stuff now. No, not all what y'all think, because if y'all watching Italy and these other places that's quarantined, them people ain't moving around. Them people in their houses. Them people can't go nowhere. They stuck where they at unless you go into the hospital and you sick. And most people that's going to the hospital, they ain't coming back home. So why do people go to the hospital? Because they sick. Me and Mr. Kelvin got together. I mean, we've been talking for the past few days about a variety of other things, but majority of what's been going, the conversation is what's next.
Shalom, family. We're back once again. You got your boy, Mr. Kelvin, a.k.a. Azariah, along with O. Like he said a little earlier, like, subscribe, download, type in your questions, comment, everything. Coronavirus, state of the world, and where we go from here. So our topics for the day. It's such a beautiful day, we decided to come outside and enjoy ourselves. Got over on the grill.
Yeah, we got a
Sitting back.
juicy day for you.
Sitting back enjoying ourselves, trying to get the information out on what's next. What we got to do next? What's actually going on? Why they're not telling us everything? The numbers don't seem right. Yeah, the numbers don't seem right for a reason. You can take the numbers and you can skew them pretty much the way you want to when you control the mainstream media. I said there's 112 deaths in the United States. But yet, you started locking down the East Coast. Started locking down California. California governor came out today and said he's got 111,000 homeless people. He's going to find shelters and hotels full. He knew he had these 111,000 homeless people 6 months ago. He ain't said nothing about it then.
Probably was less than that too. Then, 6 months ago, probably was a little less. Don't nobody stand no more, so y'all gonna have these places open to spread the coronavirus. So yeah, we gonna bring these people in.
He knew about this when he became governor. He knew about this a long time ago. So why all of a sudden now you're thinking about it? He's thinking about it? Well, I'm gonna tell you why. With those 111,000 homeless people who huddle in masses all the time, contact each other all the time, guess what? When they get the coronavirus and get sick, they're going to overwhelm the hospitals. That way, the voters is not going to be able to get to the hospitals because it's full of homeless people, because they done got sick, because they're the most vulnerable. They're the ones out there every single day in contact with every single person that walk by on the street.
And they don't even vote.
And don't have hygiene. They can't go wash their hands 5 times, 10 times a day. People don't even let them in their bathroom.
And they coughing in the space they walking in all day.
All day. So when they get sick on the streets, they the ones going to the emergency rooms because they don't have no insurance, so they going straight to the emergency room and going to their doctors, going straight to the emergency room, overwhelm the hospitals. So now the governor decide we can fix this by finding a place for these people to go.
With 29 hospital beds. In dire need.
And
2.1 people that got the coronavirus, 29 beds. 2.1 people actually get a bed. So if you got the coronavirus and it's in the tens of thousands, guess what? It's going to be like Katrina. It's going to take 5 days for them to come get you. They sure going to forget about you. Oh, we need this. No. We need to open these FEMA camps up and put y'all up in there. That way, since y'all like that, y'all contain. We just keep y'all there. Y'all away from everybody else. We got y'all in the middle of the fucking desert. With the sun beating you up and it ain't killing you. The sun beating you up and it ain't killing you.
Well, I ain't going. I ain't going to FEMA camp, cuz.
Oh, we ain't going to be there.
I ain't going. I can't force myself.
We going to the upper room. We going up there and look down. So when he do send us back down here, yeah, you remember you devils did this?
Yeah.
For all our people? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going there.
Plate on. About to bust you up.
You ain't gonna just lay me up, tie me up in there and starve me slowly.
Cut my belly.
No.
Shit. Oh yeah, we want your mama shit. Right? Hey, you pay for it? Nah, we gonna take it. You can take a shit with her ass over here.
Yeah, so I'm not planning on going there. Family, we gonna stay out here and try to do our best. I was telling Noah about planting in pots, planting herbs and vegetables in pots. We talked about that, and I'm gonna see if I can get old to put some of the pictures online where I've planted herbs and vegetables in pots and been doing it for a couple of years. Let's say you buy some green onion at the store. Once you buy it that one time, you never have to buy it again. If you just cut the bottom off and put it in a pot. Put it in a planted pot. Give it a little water once a day. Or if it rains, you ain't got to do it that day.
And that's that good water, that rain water gonna drop down. Yeah. It's gonna make a whole little bud bead up out there and stick out. Like, yeah, I'm here.
And you can harvest those plants, come out and chop on them, chop the tops off of them, and use them green onions at the top. And 3 days later, you got a new batch of green onions. So you'll never have to buy that stuff again. Pretty much everything, every vegetable you buy in the store, you can regrow on your own. In pots. On your little 4x4 patio behind your house. You can regrow that stuff. Some of the stuff you can regrow hanging off the edge of your roof.
Because rain gonna hit it and the sun gonna hit it.
That's all it needs is some earth, some rain, and some sun. You plant the seeds and the Most High will make it grow.
Who don't want no vitamin D? They say people lack vitamin D in their body, and we sitting in it right now.
Yeah,
vitamin D all day. Ain't boarding, ain't breeze blowing, no earth. Everything moving, birds chirping. That's why we did this live. This is the real reality of things. All this other stuff going on in the world, but see what we doing right now. It sounds pleasant. It sounds as if this is what people are supposed to be doing, other than, oh yeah, look, this shit about to happen, go to the store and spend your money. What they should be doing is giving you stuff where you ain't got to go to the store, risking you getting sick. Because all they have is them 29 hospital beds. You get sick, that's why they say stay at home, because you got beds in your house. Just stay at home, because we ain't got a hospital bed for you here. We got to wait till 7% of the people in here die so y'all can have a bed.
Yeah, ventilators. That's the thing about what we got now with this coronavirus. Still, it's been less than 10,000 people tested. As of, what's today's date? 14th? 17th?
17th.
Today's the 17th. We've been knowing about this since January the 3rd. And we still haven't tested 20,000 people. Even if by chance
18,
1 million of the elites have been tested, 1 million of the rich people and the elites, whatever the top people in this country, even if 1 million of them have been tested, that's still less than 0.01% of the population of America. The population of America is 370 million. And then if you test
and
1
climbing.
million, that's less than 0.01% of the population. So if you only tested those, and if you only tested those amount of people, how do you know how much virus is here?
Like, you ain't test a third of the population.
You ain't even test 1% of the population. How do you know how many tests will come back positive?
Then you send them back to get retested. Wasting time. You can test 2-3 more people.
Who are you testing? Who determines the criteria for you to get tested? I see all these NBA players coming out now. After we've been saying for weeks, oh, no black people getting it. Now all of a sudden, this week, 7-8 blacks come out and say, oh, I've been tested positive for coronavirus.
And it's athletes and actors now.
Actors and athletes.
People.
Ain't no regular people. My cousin down the street ain't got it.
Yeah.
Bobo not here to ass, he ain't got it.
Oh, that dog that run the street all day, he ain't got
The
it.
dog.
That dog be outside all day.
All day long, he ain't got it.
Talking to everybody.
But Eldridge Iber got it. 5 NBA players got it. Charles Barkley got it. I don't understand. First of all, Kevin Durant. First of all, they ain't supposed to be attacking people that's under 60. Ain't that what they said? Ain't this the information that they've been putting out on? People under 60 ain't getting it.
Yeah,
But yet these...
the high risk, mid 40s, high risk. That's the new development thing.
Okay, the mid-40s.
Mid 40s.
Yeah, but these world-famous basketball players, these are 20, 27, 26, 30-year-old kids.
Yeah, maybe early 30. And then the kid.
In the best shape of anybody around them.
The immune system should be on 10.
But they testing positive for the coronavirus all of a sudden.
They started off with the population, and then it started going to sports. Now, I wonder what football players going to test. Now, football players ain't really, they should be around each other, but ain't nothing. Steph Curry tested negative because he was around the play. I mean, them basketball players around everybody. Y'all around each other in the locker room. You going there in the locker room, or y'all pat, how y'all pat anything. And as soon as you pat coronavirus, depends on what strain you get. That's probably why most of the people ain't sick. And they're carriers. They can stay and figure that out. Now, people that's not getting sick, maybe they're carriers. Really? You a carrier too? Because everybody got it. You a carrier too.
I think you're right on that, though. I think everybody in the United States got it. I think everybody in the United States got it. It's just the ones who get affected or not. But I that's just my opinion.
Because it wouldn't have spread it that fast. That's as I don't like using the word like. That's as if having everybody in the world with a common cold on one side and people with the flu on the other side. Now when you get to day 4 of your cold, now you got pneumonia. That shit, the coronavirus, you can't, if you touch something and get on any allergy and stay on those objects for those periods of days, and people keep touching it continuously, because maybe we scientifically, let's say this. Everybody got the coronavirus. Depends on what type and what strand you have. When you come in contact with it, your body either fight it off or you get it. Because 2 of the wrong ones, it's like having a chemical mixture cocktail. But one that you can, because if one mixes with the other one, it's going to mix with your cells anyway. It's going to mutate. So you're going to have a hybrid cell. Now that hybrid cell, when the coronavirus try to attack you, just like a cold, the flu, viruses attack you, you got cells inside your body going to fight that shit off. Especially if you're in pristine shape, you eat like the way you're supposed to eat. You got 0 body fat, so you ain't got nothing holding that shit inside you. You ought to have something be in there fighting like Mike Tyson, punching them bitches out the way. Get out the way.
Like Mike Tyson. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, busting them bitches out the way. Oh, they go them H1 coronavirus cells. Boom. Oh shit, they go to H2 swine flu.
Yeah.
And then they say we have the other virus thing out here now too. Plus China getting hit with another
bird flu virus.
Bird flu virus. So they gotta deal with that. But nobody outside. So where the bird flu going? I mean, where it came from? Ain't nobody outside. Supposedly. Which they ain't outside out there, but you know, they dropping something else on people to say, well, the first time we put something on y'all, it ain't take enough of y'all out. Man, it's billions of them people out there. You see why they stay on the whole thing by themselves, right? They over there, they consume the whole, if you line all them up in China, I bet they'll cover that whole piece of China up. Like them Iranian people told Trump, it's 80 million of us, everybody put up $1. We got $80 million for you. Everybody put $1 up. And we coming for his head. 80 million, $1. Look, all we asked for $1 for the cause. Mm-hmm. That corona stuff is something else serious. Next is gonna be people in golf. You're gonna see Tiger Woods on the news talking. But see, people that's not black or African American descent, they're not catching it. If you got something mixed in your DNA, which everybody mixed with something, but if it's predominantly black or predominantly black African, you good. All these stuff, we God's people. All this stuff, you know, how you think them people lived in Jerusalem and Israel so long? And they had everything against them. They had to build back up, but they wasn't tripping. Everybody worked together. People came in, knocked it down, demolished their stuff, and they had to put their stuff back together, stand strong, and keep their faith. And God delivered it for them. Same thing right now. We want people to work together. All these false gods and charging us all this. But gas prices ain't going up. Now everything else going haywire, but gas prices going down. Why? Because they can't get the oil from Iran and Saudi Arabia.
Well, the United States has got they got an awful lot of oil here in the United States. And they make oil seem like it's a fossil fuel.
There ain't no more of those.
The thing about it is fossil fuel puts a limitation on how much it is under the ground. Except that don't make sense.
Say that again, Mr. Kelvin.
Fossil fuels, the term fossil fuels makes it there's a limited amount of oil under the ground. That makes it more expensive. Let's just say if the term fossil fuel wasn't used and they say, oh, we found an underground spring of oil and it lasts forever. So it's not as expensive as natural oil that's a fossil fuel made from dinosaurs rotting 45 million years ago. So now you think that it's a limited supply of oil that makes it more expensive. I tell you, oil is not a fossil fuel. Oil is what makes inner core spin against the core. That lubricates it. And it comes up through the crust where we can reach it. And it's unlimited. But once they said it's a limited product, that means they can control the prices on it, and they decide how much you can get, which makes it more and more in demand, which makes it more and more profitable for them.
Because I'm selling it more than I'm keeping it.
Yeah.
And
because
they think I just got a little bit of it, but I got it all.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just
I'm gonna
spoon feed you a little bit of it.
Yeah, that's like taking fresh water and keeping it from everybody in the country. But all of a sudden, you've got a faucet at your swimming pool, and nobody else can get it. And your swimming pool stay full. I don't care how much you sell, it stay full. And your people you can go up on the price if you want to, high as you want to, because they got to have it. There's nobody else in the neighborhood got water.
Yeah, we got to get it from there. That's the only place that got it.
Only place that got it is O's. You got to go to O's shop to get this water. So even if you discover oil on your market, I wanted to tell you they injected $1 trillion into the stock market last week. Well, yesterday they had to close the stock market down. They opened at 9, 9:15 they closed it down because it lost 3,000 points, right at 3,000 points. They are supposed to close it down if it loses 1,600 points. Now you just injected $1 trillion.
Well, all that money went just that quick.
Trillion. That's 500 millions. Dollars. To keep it afloat, to keep it stimulated, to make it keep going. You just injected that. And within 2 days.
Yeah, gave the stock market a heart attack. You injected it in the system. I'm going to inject this shit. Oh, look, cardiac arrest. Look, y'all killed the stock market like you're killing everybody else. No, what? We're going to kill the stock market too. We're killing everything else. Might as well get the stock market too. If y'all ever heard of a fire sale, that's what's going on. Everything must go.
It's a fire sale.
Everything must go.
It's a fire sale. We running around here looking at, thinking everything's going to be all right. It's a fire sale. Now, why would you risk ruining everything it took you 400, 500, 600 years to create in this country? Why would you risk ruining everything it took you to create this? If this was a hoax, if this was just another code, they're ruining everything.
Infrastructure going down brick by brick
that they created over 1,000 years.
Retail, stores, restaurants. Y'all even gotta suspend mortgages and payments of foreclosures and stuff because damn, now who don't want their money? Hey, we ain't been through harder times than this. Our people, we been through harder times than this. No lights and everything. Guess what? You gotta pay that bill. You gonna turn the lights on. Shit, I'm gonna pay that light bill, so I got lights. I still got a roof over my head, so I need lights too. I might have a kid with asthma.
Mm-hmm. As we do, we
survivors like roaches. Anything hit us, we still get up. We pick our roach leg up, walk. Yeah, we back, motherfucker. And then you see tens of thousands of us. Like, God damn, where them niggas come from so fast, man? Look, like, we don't die, we multiply. They said we don't die, we multiply.
We always survive. That's what we do.
Times 2. Y'all stop being able to survive now for real. The test tube shit ain't going right. So y'all want artificial intelligence. Y'all want all our abilities. You want our talents. You want our strength. But you don't want the weakness. You don't want those lonely nights where you ain't got nothing and you ain't got nothing to do to get something. But shit, if you're a woman, you got a pussy. Lay on your back, $40. Get you some.
Stop that. You gonna stop that. Podcast.
Talk that shit. Make it make sense. So, can y'all make any sense of what's going on? Or y'all glued to the TVs and the radios and listening to what everybody talking about in stores? People you ain't never talked to before, they talking about this shit. They want to see what you thinking about it because they don't know what to think about it. But we trying to help y'all. You know, because we still compressing some of this stuff too, because it's something that we know was coming. We didn't know it was a coronavirus, but we knew something was coming. Now it's here that we knew was coming. We think about how to deal with it also, because we have to deal with it in the world.
Yeah, we got to deal with it. We here in this world. We might not be of this world. We try to be separate from this world, but we here in here. We got to go along with their rules. We got to follow their instructions. As long as it don't stop us from following the Most High God's instructions. That's what we do. This coronavirus pandemic, ladies and gentlemen, and here in the United States, we're only 3 months into it. The United States government administration has been denying it for 2 months. So we are really only a month into this pandemic. It should get a lot worse before it gets any better. If it gets too much worse, having no money. Most of us live paycheck to paycheck. If we got to be shut down, locked down for 2 weeks, my goodness, what are we going to do when the bills come along?
Oh, we're gonna give y'all $1,000.
What we gonna do when light bill due? I hadn't worked for 2 weeks. What in the world I'm gonna do about food?
I'm gonna drop you some food off.
Okay, what are we gonna do? The ones who didn't take heed a couple of weeks ago when we put it out what to get, the things that you should buy. Now, what are we gonna do now? That's one of the questions. What can we do now to survive? They said they were gonna send us a stimulus package. They're trying to pass through government to give us give working class Americans $1,000 a month. House note $700. Water bill $60. Cable $125. And here we go. Did I say light bill? Light bill $250. $200. What's that $1,000 gonna do? I didn't work. I didn't work a whole month. Said we're gonna lock you down for 2 weeks. What if it's 2 months? What if it's 5 months? What if it's 8 months? You can't go back to work. 16 months, 18 months before they even get a vaccine for it. What you think, huh?
Well, the vaccine they got for it is giving you the coronavirus. I say the vaccine they give you the coronavirus, because you would have been started working on some kind of thing, even the common cold. You ain't got a cure for that. Why you ain't worked up something for the common cold?
Mm-hmm.
I'll send you that too. Why you ain't worked something up for the common cold?
If you got a cure for the coronavirus, why you didn't fix the common cold? Well, you can't fix the common cold because the common cold has never had a cure. Even penicillin, the most strongest antibacterial that was ever discovered, don't have a cure for the common cold. Yeah. So you get the common cold over and over. You can get it several times a year, from the sniffles all the way down to the flu and pneumonia. Those are the things you can get. And the coronavirus is a part of that family, so you can get it over and over several times a year. Everybody says that the summer cold is the worst cold in the world. Oh, I really hate that summer cold or that summer flu. Because it's so hot, you're sweating, and you're stuffed up. Coronavirus can last through all those seasons. Just because it's getting warmer has nothing to do with slowing down the coronavirus. You slow down a virus in cool temperatures. That's how you slow it down. The temperatures are cool to keep the viruses slowed down. Heat make them grow faster. So I don't know what the hell he was talking about when your President Trump, oh, did I mention his real name? Was Trump?
That's what I heard.
When Trump says when it warm up it's gonna die down. No.
You're not no scientist.
No. That's absolutely opposite and false. That's the craziest thing in the world. Anyway, got some news today, that
I like news. I like news, my boy.
That these Italian priests from the Roman Catholic Church, tell me 7 of them died within the last 2 days from the coronavirus. 7 of these Catholic priests died from the coronavirus in the last couple of days. That means they got about, what, 200, 300 boys that's safe? Man, tonight they can sleep.
Them kids, they can't even go outside. They jumping all off their mama and daddy and wall in that bed. Why you so happy? I don't know. I'm just happy. Yeah, they go sleep good tonight.
Father such and such has died from the coronavirus.
Yes.
My booty is okay tonight, Mom.
I prayed that something was going to happen to his ass. See? And they're supposed to be speakers. God, I speak to them for them to speak to us.
Yes, sir. It's always...
And they prayed for something and see, God, he might not come when you come, but you're always on time.
Mm-hmm.
Just like this coronavirus is on time. So shut the whole economic structure down.
It's always
Everything
on time. Always on time.
Everything go, including the people.
Yeah.
Everybody's suspect. Everybody's probable cause of getting this or it's happening to them.
You know they can't hear you from in there, huh? Say that again, O.
Everything gotta go, and the people. We gonna get rid of everything. The people that caused this, well, we caused it, but the people that's in here, we gonna blame them on the way the economy going because we ain't cut jobs, close places down, stop benefits coming to you, and what else you got to do in the world? Well, shit, I'm gonna rob, steal, and deal. And if I do that, the police gonna shoot me, or they gonna send me up to John Brown plantation, and they want me to make big rocks, lit rocks. No, no. I ain't involved in that.
Yeah, so people, let's hang in there. What's next to do is to have, I mentioned about potting plants. If you got an old cucumber in the refrigerator, you could scrape them seeds out, wash them down, sit them in an old top in your windowsill. Give them about a week and a half to 2 weeks to dry. You could take one of those seeds and drop it in a pot, and it will grow a whole cucumber plant, which may bring you 25, 30 more cucumbers. We got to get back to doing what we've been doing. We don't need a grocery store to live. Once you bought the first one, you've bought enough stuff to survive on for the rest of your life. That seed, before, as long as it's not a GMO seed. GMO seed I'm talking about is like the green bell pepper. Went and bought a green bell pepper from the store. I planted 32 of those seeds. Only one came up and it died within 3 weeks. But the red, yellow, and orange bell peppers, they will come up. Those seeds will come up. Almost all of them will come up and reproduce. But not the green ones. The green ones have been GMO'd. I can't find a pure green bell pepper. But don't worry about it if you like green bell pepper. Just take your red bell pepper and chop it off before it turns red. And it's green. Green onions, chop the bottom off, put them in the pot. You have green onions forever. They don't go bad. Mustard greens. You can get some mustard greens seeds and spread them out. As long as you keep chopping off of them and eat them, keep it from growing and seeding out, you have mustard greens forever. They grow year round. Collard greens, turnip greens, they grow year round, forever. As long as you got food for it, water, sunlight, the Most High gonna make it produce. That's what we do from now on. Understanding what we got. Understanding what we need. And understanding what's going on. Talk to me.
Air, water, sun, and wind. Everything on the earth to help us get through. The basic essentials, basics. Things you really need them because they help you more than anything else because this stuff is free. The air polluted, but you get to suck the air in. We need the sun for vitamin D.
Yeah. We use it every day.
the earth. We drive cars, we walk, we play sports, and we go to events, and we have properties, and all that's earth. And the wind just to blow, because you know you could hear somebody else's song or somebody else's words, or hear something when the wind blows. But when the wind blowing, that's traveling current at a rapid speed. It could take a voice or a prayer or something and send it right to you. How you ever walk down somewhere or went somewhere and you look down and seen it has some money on the ground? Now, everybody else didn't pass their money up, but maybe the wind didn't blow that money. I mean, 10 people up and down the street and the wind blow, ain't nobody outside but you, and you end up stepping on the $20 bill. What? That's God. This money blew right in my hand. That's how you said it blew right in my hand. Like life, you can't let it blow by you. You get the basic essentials you need. You know, keep yourself healthy, keep your immune system up. Try something different. Because if we ain't had the infrastructure that y'all have today, back in the days, our grandparents and before them, they went outside, planted herbs, spices, and they had everything they need because they didn't have no grocery stores. They ain't had no cars where they can go walk, get in the car and go down the street to the grocery store and pick up some lettuce and tomatoes. No, they had that stuff in their yard. They go outside and pick that shit, cut it. And none of them was sick. Good diets. And they wasn't even dieting. They ain't nothing about dieting. They just knew what not to put in their body.
Yeah.
Catch that right there.